Good morning, Niger. Welcome to Wake Up Nigeria. My name is Mike Mexicano, and you're tuning to the best place to start your Monday morning, to start your week. We're kicking off this week. We've got great energy, we've got good vibes, of course. So we've got that unstoppable force that we are to ensure that you hit down your goals and have the best week possible. Well. How was your weekend? If you are a sports fan, a football fan, and you're an Arsenal fan, I'm sure you are definitely in some sort of between 7th and 9th heaven, somewhere there. Well, if you love entertainment and all of that, there was a lot that happened. Davido started his concert tour in Nigeria. That was in Uyo. We'll get more of that, of course, in subsequent bulletins. But whichever way, we're ensuring that you're going to have a great week this morning. My name is Mike Mexicano. You can catch the show live. We're streaming on YouTube at TVC Entertainment. You can also do that via our website. It's tvcentertainment.tv/live stream. Our app is available on the Google Play Store and the Apple iOS, where you can catch it. You can also do that GOTV channel 16, StarTimes 121, of course. If the terrestrial band is your option, the ultra high frequency is 49, where we are on dial. We'll kick off this morning with Chef Bori in the kitchen. It's going to be a wonderful one. I'm looking forward to that. She was already even here before me, yeah? So that means that breakfast this morning is going to be on point. I'm looking forward to that one. We have a musical performance. Obi of Africa is an entertainer, of course, that mixes spirituality with music. And we're going to have a wonderful performance here. He says he makes spirituality fun. I'm looking forward to seeing how that pans out. On SME, we'll have Emmanuel Onwubuko of CASA as we discuss finance and the digital space, exploring the rise of digital banking. Femi Babs will be in the house as a Nigerian comedian, actor, filmmaker known for his faith-inspired comedy skits and the catchphrase Zwala Kati. Zwala Kitty. Let us know exactly how that goes up. We'll be having him a little much later on the show. You don't want to miss that one. Stay tuned for it. That's the size of what we have for you this morning on the show. We'll take a breather. The news is coming right up. From success on the war against terrorism to quite sad news when it comes to trailer accidents and, of course, to sports, where we also have EPL and NFL. That's the trajectory of the news this morning. Good morning. My name is Mike Mexicano, and this is the news. Now, troops of Operation Hadin Kai have continued their offensive momentum in the northeast. The troops killed 10 more terrorists and recovered a cache of weapons and equipment in a daring overnight ambush. Senior reporter J.C. Tafida reports.
In what military sources describe as a precision night strike, troops of Sector 1, 24 Task Force Brigade of Operation Hatinkai stopped terrorists attempting to infiltrate Gambarungala through the Falatari axis. The insurgent, frustrated by heavy firepower, tried to escape towards Dekwa, only to run into another ambush on the Dekwa-Merte road. The clash, which began around 10 minutes to midnight, left 10 insurgents dead. At daybreak, soldiers swept through the battlefield, recovering a significant cache of arms and equipment. Among the items seized were 5 AK-47 rifles, a PKT machine gun, and several locally fabricated weapons. Magazines fully loaded with ammunition, boxes of cartridges, and linked rounds. 2 motorcycles, bicycles, and a communication radio, likely used to coordinate attacks, and even personal effects, raincoats, blankets, and charms believed to offer spiritual protection. The military high command has commended the troops for what it calls gallantry and tactical brilliance. The success, it says, demonstrates the Army's renewed resolve to keep insurgents on the back foot while safeguarding communities and restoring stability to the troubled Northeast. This latest victory comes just days after troops neutralized more than 50 terrorists in Katarko. The message is clear. Operation Hatinkai is pressing on with decisive force against insurgents. Jesse Tafida, TVC News, Maiduguri.
A fuel tanker accident has been reported in Niger State, this time along the Lapai-Lambata Road. According to the Niger State Emergency Management Agency, the tanker fell yesterday, but no casualties were recorded. Officials say the content of the tanker was safely recovered and normal vehicular movement has since resumed on the route. The cause of the incident is yet to be determined. This comes days after a similar tanker explosion in Kacha local government area claimed several lives. We kick off sporting updates with the NPFL, where Eyimba continued their recent slump in form following a 2-1 away defeat to Plateau United on Sunday. The People's Elephants had suffered the first loss of the season against Warri Wolves last weekend. Monday, Gideon grabbed the brakes for Plateau United while Jonathan Jacob was on target for Eyimba. In other results, Abia Warriors defeated Barao 2-0. Enugu Rangers played out a goalless draw with Kwara United. Kun Khalifa played out a 1-1 draw with Bendel Insurance. Warri Wolves and Bayelsa United, it was a 2-0 win for Warri Wolves, while Wiki Tourists defeated Shooting Stars at home 2-0. Then to the EPL, where Iberichese scored against his former club as Arsenal beat Crystal Palace to extend their lead at the top of the Premier League table to 4 points. Eze joined the Gunners in a deal worth £67 million in the summer, and his winner came from another trademark Arsenal set piece. Declan Rice called a free kick into the area, which was knocked down by centre-back Gabriel. Then Eze acrobatically fired the ball into the corner of the net. In other results on the same day, Bournemouth beat Forest 2-0, Aston Villa beat Manchester City 1-0, while Burnley beat Wolves 3-2. And then on the entertainment scene, yesterday was a big one as David Adeleke, popularly known as Davido, sold out the Nest of Champions in Uyo, Akwa Ibom State, as a 30,000 crowd was there to move along with him and celebrate his music. Of course, that is the first leg of a 5-city tour around Nigeria, which will culminate in Lagos on the 25th of December, quite close to here, the hotel. And that's it on entertainment, sports, and of course the news for this morning. We'll take a time out now. Stay with us. We're just getting the show on the road.
Good morning, Marina Station and all the passengers. Efficient, it's comfortable.
This development will go a long way in reducing congestion and emission. The trains are long-term solution to Lagos traffic challenges.
This is where we take the final, decisions on policies, programs of government. I will have to ensure that, the narration of Lagos as a PLC is taken very, very seriously.
This is a major pedestrian bridge linking Oyingo here to Apapa Road over there.
With this overpass, we are providing what we call a permanent solution.
This place is one of the most dangerous areas at the biosecurity environment.
This can go into the news and every crumbs of your neighborhood.
Our goal is to remain as Africa's model megacity, to move our GDP from the 5-6 position to the 3rd position, and we believe it's achievable with all the commitments we have.
Explore the city of Lagos, where dreams are made and possibilities are endless. Amadedoja Salamadini. I live in Lagos, inside Lagos.
Think fast, play smart, win big. We Cash, the game show where every contestant gets the opportunity to win money. No long waits, no dull moments, just quick questions, quick moves, and free cash. Every second counts, every answer pays, and everyone walks away a winner. Are you fast enough for quick cash? Scan the barcode on your screen and you just might get a chance to take your shot at instant fortune. Quick Cash, showing Mondays and Fridays on TVC Entertainment.
Martin Luther King Jr. was born in Atlanta, Georgia, January 15, 1929. The son of a Baptist minister, King received a doctorate degree in theology and in 1955 helped organize the first major protest of the African-American civil rights movement, the successful Montgomery bus boycott. King participated in and led marches for the right to vote, desegregation, labor rights, and other civil rights. He advocated civil disobedience and non-violent opposition against segregation in the South, influenced by Mahatma Gandhi. The peaceful protests he led throughout the American South were often met with violence. Nonetheless, Dr. King and his supporters were persistent and the movement gained momentum. Dr. King was a powerful orator. He appealed to Christian and American ideals and won growing support from the federal government and Northern White. In 1963, Bayard Rustin and A. Philip Randolph led the massive march on Washington for jobs and freedom. The event's grand finale was King's famous I Have a Dream speech. 250,000 people gathered outside the Lincoln Memorial to hear the stirring speech. In 1964, the civil rights movement achieved two of its greatest successes: the ratification of the 24th Amendment, which abolished the poll tax, and the Civil Rights Act of 1964, which prohibited racial discrimination in employment and education and outlawed racial segregation in public facilities. In the same year, King became the youngest person to win the Nobel Peace Prize. In the late 1960s, King openly criticized U.S. involvement in Vietnam and turned his efforts to winning economic rights for poor Americans. He was a leader of the American Civil Rights Movement and organized a number of peaceful protests as head of the Southern Christian Leadership Conference, including the March on Washington in 1963. He was assassinated in Memphis, Tennessee on April 4th, 1968.
It's a Monday morning and Chef Bori is in the house. Like I mentioned, she was here before me, so that one is +1 on her side. That just shows a lot. It's great to have you. You are welcome. And you've already started mashing this good-looking potatoes, right?
Yes.
All right, but let's see. Let's get to tell them what we're doing this morning. What are we preparing this morning?
So we are preparing potato croquettes with atadidi aioli.
What's the croquette inside? What's a croquette?
So the idea is we are frying it.
Okay.
And that's the croquette.
Okay, then the atadidi.
Atadidi aioli is the sauce.
Is the sauce? There's pepper inside of it.
And a bit spicy, but not really spicy.
I'm going to buy. Please, someone should just go to bars and get me Cameroon pepper.
No, it's not. It's not as bad as that.
I need pepper.
No.
All right.
You will like it.
Okay. Well, let's see. Yeah. What is the first thing that you've already mashed the potatoes?
Yeah,
Why did you mash it?
Because I wanted it to have this very soft texture and smooth.
Okay.
Yeah. So
which it is. If you can, you know, just take a look at it now. We'll get to see it very soon. It's actually very, very smooth. And is that cheese or butter?
So that's butter.
That's butter.
Yeah, that's what gives it the smoothness.
The smoothness.
Yeah.
All right. And it's Irish potatoes we're using. Yeah. Can we use sweet potatoes if we want to?
Yes, you can.
Can sweet potatoes give you this sort of, you know, texture?
Texture, yeah. Because you have to pass it through the sieve.
Oh yes, that's what you did. And you did, so you did it through the sieve. I saw you doing that earlier. Okay, so you mash it on the sieve, and then so that's why it was the texture was very smooth. Okay, and then we had to stick with butter. Butter also holds it together, right?
Yes.
That's very nice. Okay, so how long will this process go for?
Now I'm just trying to mix the butter till it melts.
Till it melts.
Yeah.
Okay, I like the way this goes on. Can I help you with that? I love.
Thank you.
It looks very nice. Okay, so while at that, let's talk about the other ingredients that we have.
We have flour, breadcrumbs, salt, minced meat, eggs, parsley, the cheese, because we'll be adding cheese in it.
Okay, and that's what I thought the cheese had come in earlier, but it has its time.
Spring onions.
Okay.
And that's all. Then the atadidi aioli.
Okay, so it's a kind of, what is in that sauce now? What do we have all mixed up in there in that sauce?
Pepper mix.
Okay.
Proper atadidi. The way we make atadidi at home is the way we make the atadidi. Then we mix it with our cream.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. This, I made the aioli from scratch for it. But you can use whatever cream you have at home.
Oh, wonderful, wonderful. We have eggs here, right?
Yes.
Please, how many eggs do we have here?
We have like 8.
1, 2, 3, 4. So you
can't
cut.
The thing is, we'll be molding this into balls. Like we are breading the
So we'll have the eggs also into it, yeah?
No. So I'll scoop a little, add the minced meat, then the cheese, then bread it, dip it into the eggs, breadcrumbs, and flour, then fry. We'll be frying.
But you say 8. It's 6 eggs I can see here.
Yeah, really? Okay.
It's 6.
Okay, I know.
Because, you know, yeah, see, now you count it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You just got it. Someone that don't know how to count like that, you know.
Don't worry.
Because I told me how to count is coming very soon, eh?
Okay.
He trains chefs, he's just somewhere around, so he's coming. He let you know that when you are counting, there's the way you count when I'm around, especially if it's eggs. There's the way you count eggs, you know. So yeah, so that's it. So let's see, what do we start with? Let's see if we have this cooker on.
It's on.
Okay.
I just finished using it.
Okay, so let's see. So we're frying something, we're starting with frying something, Okay. Let's see, which of the burners do you want? You want that one?
I want the 2.
Okay, all right, let's get that. Okay, so it's something quite nice. There's eggs, there's potato. That's a healthy breakfast for anyone, whatever you want to do. And that's what we're doing this morning with the potato croquet. Yeah, croquette. See me now thinking I wanted to sound French-like, yeah? But yeah, okay, so this is coming. How hot do you want this to be?
Really hot.
Really hot?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, let's turn it up. This thing is counting like one traffic light in Benin. Now I reach 99 and start from 0 again. But yeah, okay, so this is just granite oil, yeah?
Yeah.
Then we also have granite oil.
Yeah. Minced meat.
This is our seasoned meat. What has happened to this minced meat? Because it doesn't look like the normal minced meat you would buy. Like something has already happened to it.
I just seasoned it with salt, parsley, and some spices. That's all.
All right, but okay. And then
but you
had
can season it whatever you have at
Did you
home.
blend it or something? Was it?
No, it's minced meat. I bought it from.
Okay, just like that. Okay. So when I think of minced meat, I think of the small chops and all of that. But yeah, right there you can see the ingredients that we are working with.
So
you can probably take a screenshot or something, and yeah. So that's it. It's croquette, potato croquette, and atadindi. Aioli.
Yeah.
Why is he giving me French and Yoruba vibes at the same time? I like that.
Afrofusion. We are going to Afrofusion.
I like that.
That's why we had to.
So not only Afrofusion when it comes to music, there's also Afrofusion when it comes to food.
Yes.
But I'm not so. You see, the thing there is that I'm not so. How do I put it now? I'm not so adventurous when it comes to food.
Yeah,
because
I realized the last time.
Bore can count. She knows how to count egg, especially egg. Then she knows I'm not adventurous. This breakfast is set. I hope our final guest is not coming today because there's nothing there. But yeah, this goes on. This goes on. Okay, you already have the oil, and it's getting a bit hot. But you have to turn it so that you can ensure that it goes round. All right, that's a very good one. While this is getting hot, what is this getting? This is where we are putting in the balls. All right. Oh, wonderful! Or getting the oil ready and all of that. So if you're just joining, you can see a wonderful setup breakfast here. This is the best thing for a breakfast when there are eggs. You cannot go wrong with eggs, yeah? That's what a number of people will say. So there's eggs here, we have potatoes, we have cheese. Now that's quite a good one. We also have the flour, yeah, okay. This one looks okay, both of them. It's the same thing. Yeah. It's the same thing. And this one is
breadcrumbs.
Breadcrumbs. No wonder I felt like licking it.
You can taste.
No one I felt like licking it, yeah? Bread comes there. So this looks like something that will come up together. Chef Berry will put in all of this together. And then cheese. Cheese will come up closer to the end, right?
No, while we are molding the
balls. While we are molding the balls before we get to fry them. Yeah. This is one breakfast that you cannot miss any part of how it goes down. So definitely make sure you don't miss the show. You understand? So yeah, that's it. How long will this go for until you get a particular?
Yeah,
I like my things to at least fry, make it enter inside.
Yeah. It's real.
It's real, eh?
Yes.
Oh, that's number 3. Chef Murray, you should be coming every day. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. That's great. So it's a croquette, potato croquette, atanindi ayole. I got it this time.
Yes.
I did get it this time. Okay, we'll pause because I need people to see a lot of the process. We'll continue with this, but before we get the balls, right, while we're getting this set, we have a performance, and of course, Titi is there to tell us what we have.
Okay, good morning. Now, it's our Monday morning performance that we're about to have here, and guess who this is? This is Obi of Africa.
Yeah, it's Obi of Africa, your man.
He is one of those really interesting entertainers that mix spirituality with music. Now, he has a really unique melody and style, and he's here to make spirituality fun. And as soon as I saw that line, I was like, you know what? Based on what you're wearing, I can see that you're going to make this particular performance fun. Am I right?
Yeah.
Yeah?
I'm a fashion designer too.
Really?
I'm an artist and I do business. That's it.
It makes sense. It makes sense. So I can see you have a sleeve and a sleeve there. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's crazy mixing the streets with corporate.
So streets and corporate.
Yeah.
All right, talk to us about the song you're performing. Your brand. What's the name of your brand?
Obika. Yeah.
All right, I'm definitely going to be checking that out. But the name of the track you're performing today and what it's about. Talk to us.
It's Odinobim. It's a track about love and what I feel about love, because I feel love is not something you hold on to. You experience it as it happens, and it happens anytime, and you move with it.
You move with it.
Yeah.
And what if love moves on? What do you do?
You move on now. You can't wait.
Okay. All right then. So we have Obi of Africa here with our first performance. Enjoy.
All right.
So how would I know? Say the love what I get now, now chop as it the hot, how would I know? Say the sugar what I lick, because the diabetes, how would I know? Now Lord just they carry me where, they carry me go. Girl, you called me last night, say When you want enter your friend's side. Now I can't be that guy. When no go let you to live life. From Las Gidi to Asaba, from Asaba to Zamfara, to Las Gidi to Toscana, from Toscana to Cubana, baby no be so. Girl, let's build a home. Sure you know they feel the love. Maybe love is not enough. Girl, hope say you love.
The Renewed Hope Initiative RHI presents the RHI Green Nigeria Challenge. Go green today for a greener tomorrow. This national competition is in 3 categories. The household category is a tree planting competition amongst 11 frontline states in northern Nigeria. Each participating household in Adamawa, Borno, Bauchi, Gombe, Jigawa, Kano, Katsina, Kebbi, Sokoto, Yobe and Zamfara states will plant a minimum of 1 tree to qualify, with a video evidence of before and after the tree planting exercise. 20 million naira will be awarded to the best household. Submission deadline is 20th December 2026. Community category will see local governments, local communities, schools and NGOs reclaim and transform degraded or abandoned areas such as dump sites, landfills, parks and their likes into green, vibrant gardens, parks and eco-friendly spaces. 50 million naira would be awarded to the overall best community group. Deadline for submission is 15th July 2026. States category will have all states of the Federation and the Federal Capital Territory, excluding Enugu State, have a chance to address the growing threats to environmental sustainability and cleanliness. States will be judged based on the number of trees planted on major roads and inner streets and how clean they are. 100 million naira will be awarded to the best performing state. Already, Enugu State has 100 million naira for being RHI's model green state due to its greenery and cleanliness. Video evidence must be submitted by participating states on or before 20th December 2026. All entries must be directed to RHI Office, State House, Abuja, or email rhi.greenchallenge@statehouse.gov.ng. RHI Green Nigeria Challenge. Go green today for a greener tomorrow.
What entertainment means to me, it means joy, it means happiness. It puts a smile on my face and the faces of people, so I use one word for it. It brings joy and happiness.
Welcome back. Now, on our SME segment, I'd like you to all ask yourselves a question. If you wanted to start a business, would you ever think of trying to start your own bank? Well, two amazing women decided to come together and try this out. And today we have Emmanuel Onwubiko representing these amazing women for CASA. He's here to discuss finance and the digital space, exploring the rise of digital banking, accessibility across different social and economic classes, and how the world has evolved. It's great to have you here. Yeah. Welcome.
Thank you very much.
Emmanuel, tell us the CASA story. We've heard the Mark Zuckerberg story. You know, you've heard stories of people that have made it big because of an amazing idea. But how did this all come together? Talk to us.
So yeah, Nigeria has come a long way in terms of banking.
Okay.
I think Nigeria is one of the only countries in the world that actually does instant transfers.
Okay.
But at some point in time, it's just natural for humans to evolve. And in our research, we found out that people wanted more. People said, okay, yes, I know we do fast transfers. I know we have competitive savings. I know we have this and that.
Yeah.
But what else? And that is now where human-centered banking comes into play. And that is the niche in which CASA is trying to play a leader role in.
Okay, so now I hear you. I'm just trying to wrap my head around how huge it is for what the fintechs are doing. Basically, the fintech industry started as a buzzword, and then suddenly it became a whole industry in front of our eyes. Now, the founder and co-founder of CASA came together about probably, a year or two ago, I hear. So what was that journey like between the idea, conception, and then the launch?
So the journey has been very interesting. I mean, because at some point in time, we had to even go street to street, SME to SME, businesses to businesses, customer to customers, seeing that, trying to know what their pain points are, what their struggles are. And when we saw all of that, imagine you're going to a market and you're seeing so many people, not even in the north, just in Lagos here, saying that, oh, they try to open a bank account, or they try to use a mobile app, and for some reason they're unable to use the app. Let's say they were trying to onboard, and that close. So, but at some point in time, we started looking into the reasons why. Those were part of the reasons. But so when we then came together, we then found out that people wanted something more. People wanted to interact with payments, not just send money. Let it be a personal feeling, let it be a personal connection with the, with these fintech applications, and that is where human-centered banking comes into play. And that's where we then said, okay, you know what, we can play a leading role in this sector, or we can play a leading role in this niche.
Okay. Now, there is this issue of trust. Technology has come a long way, but then it's gone a lot faster than the mindset of a lot of people. And it's hard to trust people with your hard-earned money. So how have you been able to deal with this issue of mistrust, especially when it comes to digital-only banks? Some people are of the opinion that you've not actually started a business until you've put your money in one of the traditional banks. If you're starting a business, would you say that using a digital bank is more sensible than using a traditional bank?
So digital banks are here to stay.
Okay.
First, I think that's one thing I'd like to clarify. Digital banks are here to stay. I can remember, I'm sure when we were all growing up, our dads then, traditional banks, they're taking this this nylon polythene of money, going into the bank. But at some point in time, mobile apps came, which is we like to call that, which serves as a form of business-led product, right? But now digital banks are then here because now at some point in time, you don't need to go. I mean, why are you going to the bank to go and open an account unless you want to, maybe you have something major to do in the bank. But now this is becoming digitalized because now we're having on-prem infrastructures are becoming less of a thing, and now we have the cloud, we have scalable technologies, we have AI, we have lots of things, and these institutions and these facilities they empower us to create solutions that don't necessarily need you to be in the bank. That's why digital banks are thriving. Another reason why there's a whole lot of mistrust is because of security. Well, since there's a boom of digital banks, we are also prone to security risks. That's where we, on our firm, we do this exercise what we call VAPT, vulnerability assessment and penetration testing, to ensure that our customers are safe, their funds are safe, and also we also have a very strong compliance team that ensures that regulatory-wise CBN-wise, we're compliant.
But you have to agree that the mistrust came from somewhere.
Yes.
It came from a place where a lot of companies started and folded up. Maybe they were real companies, maybe they weren't, you know, when it started. But a lot of people have entrusted financial applications, even in some cases, fintechs themselves, with their money and lost it. Yeah. What do you say to that?
So a lot of organizations, they don't really know the power of what they are creating.
Okay.
That is why sometimes it can be mishandled, because there's a difference between, oh, I want to create an application. It is different from when real users are making use of it. Okay. Those are two different experiences. It's something I even tell my team. Okay. Remember when we were building the product, I always tell them the work has not started until real people try to use your bank to send money here and there. Okay. So sometimes most of the major reasons why people fail, or most of the reasons why we see digital banks close down, is because sometimes they don't really know the power of what they are holding. Okay.
Now, you mentioned AI earlier on. How are you leveraging AI with your platform?
So AI is not just AI is something that we have to live with. Okay. It's something that we can't even escape. We must make use of it at some point. But currently, some of our we use AI for our fraud monitoring. We also use AI, so in the sense that if somebody is making, AI kind of analyzes internally, let's say somebody's tier level, your money, you know, somebody sends in money, but you're not on the appropriate tier level, and also mitigates for compliance issues. Okay. To also use AI for data analytics within our tools, also for cybersecurity as well. Okay.
So, you know, we've mentioned a lot of technical things here.
Yeah.
And I feel like the traditional banks are making a larger percentage of their money from people that do not understand all this technology and all this big English we've said here today. They don't understand AI. They don't even understand digital banking, how it works. But you're telling them to trust it, right?
Yeah.
So how are you able to manage your customers that are not so tech savvy, potential customers that are not so tech savvy?
So that's still there's something that still falls under the human-centered banking. Okay. So there is for every simplicity you see, there's a certain level of abstraction that's been taken care of by us as well. So so anybody can pick up the app, right, and still make use of it, still on board, is as seamless as possible.
Okay.
Yeah, so what we got, whether you're tech savvy or not, you should be able to get around with the app.
All right. So when it comes to applications, a lot of applications have been considered tedious to function. They're not so user friendly. You know, you mentioned that you went through quite a lot of processes over the past 1 year to make sure this doesn't happen. What were the most interesting things you've added to your platform that make it easier to use?
So one of the key features that we've added is our Snap and Pay feature.
Snap and Pay?
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
So I don't know if you've seen that it's a common trend, because when you go to the average SME store, most of them, when you go there, you want to get something. Back then it used to be, okay, give me your account number, let's transfer. But because of the volume, or the large volume of customers they're having, there's something they did. They wrote the account number down, wrote the bank down, and pasted it on the wall.
Sure.
So now instead of you to go just typing or asking the SME owner or the business owner, where's your account number, or you could just do snap it and pay for it.
Okay, so like literally, even if they wrote it in Biro, if they printed it, if I take a picture of it, that's it?
Yep.
And this is an AI.
It's powered by OCR. What we call it, optical character recognition. It's just a technology.
Okay.
It's just a technology, yeah.
So it just recognizes that this number belongs to a bank account.
And it also does a validation as well.
Interesting.
So it gets your name, gets your account name, then CASA takes the rest.
So that has taken at least 3 minutes off of, because some people need their glasses to even see what they wrote on the wall, and then need the glasses to even find the number in their phone.
Yes.
But now this also is dependent on internet.
Yeah, it's also dependent on the internet connection.
Right?
Yeah, it's also dependent on that as well.
Okay. So I want you to be honest now. When you've approached SMEs with this product, what was their first reaction?
So no, we've just launched.
Okay.
Right. So we've just launched, and we're also building a product specifically for SMEs. This is just, let's say, this is just us trying to make a statement that we are here, we have arrived.
Okay.
But there's a specific product tailored only for SMEs, which is still being built. So it is going to come packed with a whole lot of features. Snap and Pay is just one of many of them.
All right. Now, this sounds really interesting. I can only imagine what people's reaction is like when they actually literally take a picture of a number and then it appears straight up in their banking app.
And the feature, we're also going to keep improving on the Snap and Pay feature. It's not just like we just launched it. Of course. It will always be improved too. Yeah.
So now, obviously, this needs a lot of educating. The people need to hear about it. What sort of things have you been doing to educate people about the process as quickly as possible?
Yeah, so we have a blog, Casa Connect, which is supposed to educate people on financial literacy, how to grow their wealth with Casa. And also we'll also be doing some of these things on our social media platforms and creating trends about it.
All right, fantastic. Now I'm so interested in this, especially since it's a fresh idea, brand new, and of course the founder and co-founder are women. I'm also really interested in that.
Yeah, women supporting women.
Women, yes, indeed. The fact that this idea is coming about now, I think it's timely as well. And really, congratulations.
Thank you very much.
With this particular platform.
Thank you very much.
All right, well, wishing them well. And you've probably wondered about doing something bigger than you before. This is one of those ideas that can be bigger than you, especially when you're doing things that are human-centric. All right, if you have questions or comments, use our hashtag WakeUpNigeria on TVC and let us know your thoughts. We're going to be taking a quick break now. We'll be back after this.
Keeping hope alive.
We are the drumbeats that refuse to be silent.
Even when the rhythm falters.
We are the green that refuses to fade.
And the white that dares to shine.
Hope is not a stranger here.
It lives in our markets,
our music, and our streets.
Every dawn in Nigeria is proof that tomorrow is still worth fighting for.
Hope is a child in the classroom, eyes wide, with dreams bigger than walls.
Hope is the farmer planting seeds in faith, believing in rain and harvest.
Hope is the youth unafraid to rise, rewriting the story of our tomorrow.
Hope is us, millions of voices
refusing to give up on the promise of this land.
Nigeria, our independence is not just history.
It is a call to keep believing,
to keep building, to keep hoping.
Do you think you can outplay me in this game of wits and knowledge? Can you go 7 rounds without flinching? I meant answering 7 questions correctly. How well can you hold your liquor? If you're curious, then join us for the most exciting conversation and games with your favorite celebrities on 7 of 7.
Entertainment is life. That bit of life that makes life bearable, that makes it fun. And I know that what I do contributes to that, because I tell my staff that we are not just designers, we are actually selling joy and happiness. So when we're able to put a smile on somebody's face from the dress they wear, make someone very confident because of what they wear, we've done our job, and I'm sure that's entertainment.
Imagine a country with over 320 plenty languages. Why you go the only focus on Yoruba, Hausa and Igbo? Where we get a common language, where they unite everybody from Oga to even Madam self and every person wey dey for street. That's why we dey introduce you 89.9 Yanga FM, the #1 urban pidgin radio station where they unite us all. From the award-winning breakfast show, Waiting Day, with your brother, your friend, Wale Po.
Everywhere.
Oh, Bobo!
This na Cruise Express.
And this go be the best 4 hours of our life. Country people, make una join us. Now we be What's Up Naija crew. Now we they give you wetin dey sup for inside we country. Yes, so keep it loud.
If God be your papa, why you not gonna make Yanga?
Found wahala. Now here we dey settle all the matter.
Bro, we right here. Nobody better than we, right?
Okay, now whispers be that. Make I just be the last sensible voice where you go hear.
Now we be 89.9 Yanga FM.
All right. Welcome to What's Up and About. The full crew is here. Mary's here. You're welcome, Mary. And of course, Edgar is here. You're welcome, Edgar.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Yes.
All right. And of course, Chef Bori is here. We had we are preparing croquettes. Potato croquette and atadindi ayole. Good.
Oh, wow.
So now we had done all of that earlier. So what exactly are we doing now?
So we are breading the potatoes now.
So this is in breadcrumbs.
Yeah.
No wonder I wanted to lick it.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah,
the
but
process it's a very messy one though.
Yes. Let's see. Yeah. So when you put in this one, let's just see the process, and then we get to our discussion. Let's just see you do one.
There's meeting next week.
And then this is flour.
Wow.
Okay.
Yeah. Kids this week.
Kids will love doing
So
this week.
Evidently, once I just see eggs and I just see potato, and it's perfect. I mean, that's a perfect breakfast.
Yes.
Once there's potatoes as eggs, it's healthy. It's a good
So
breakfast.
I guess we're deep frying, huh?
Yes.
So deep frying, yeah.
Goodness me.
Oh, so okay, it goes there. You are different layers.
Because I want it more very crunchy, so I had to.
Nice.
Okay, so the first one, which is the base, is this, which was
like
our mashed potatoes, and then we put the minced meat, and then eggs. This one in whatever order.
It's kind of similar to the Scotch egg process.
Yes.
And then we also have cheese inside, yeah.
Ooh.
Okay.
There's cheese inside the potato.
Yes. Wow. No, so we'll dip it inside.
Again.
All right. So that's it for what we're doing here.
So now, with everything she's done here, we can agree that she is an expert at what she does because she's doing so well.
Yes, she
but
is.
If she was in China, she would have to declare some kind of certification, right? Before she could post about what she's doing.
Yeah, true.
And that's where we are now in Asia. And there was a post you put up earlier today, Mike. I thought we should touch on that.
Yeah, so basically, it's supposed to start the end of this month, and I think it's welcome.
Are you sure?
It's welcome. You know, we've been speaking about regulation of social media, and it's all about how is it regulated. It's an industry. Every industry is regulated. If it's not regulated, then of course, I mean, it's anarchy.
Yeah.
And they're saying that, look, I think they called out 4 different categories. There's law. Yeah. There's finance. I don't know if they mentioned health there. Yeah. But the idea is that you see someone stand up and say, oh, I'm a financial expert, and start teaching about Forex, blockchain, this, that. What are your antecedents? Now, the state is saying that we will do that for you and ensure that anybody that's going to talk about this subject actually does know something about it. And for me, that's a welcome development.
Yeah, as much as I
but
love
certifications come with grades, right? They come with levels. There are some people that will be certified, but then they got a second class lower. And there's someone that was certified that got a first class. Yeah. So is there going to be some kind of grading system? Are they going to declare it that, okay, this person that you're listening to on Instagram or whatever platform it is, this person got a first class and this person did not really do so well, but they are certified, Sha?
Yeah, so I think I like the idea of putting some form of certification to this. However, a couple of questions, here and there, because there is a thin line between an influencer and someone who's just sharing their opinion or who's sharing an experience. True. So the question is, how do they regulate that? Do you say if you are not certified, do not come and talk about it at all? And you know, with someone like China, which is a communist society, I'm just thinking here that they are possibly now saying, do not come and speak about something if we've not approved you to speak about it.
Which could lead to issues.
Yeah, which could lead to issues as well. So I'm also thinking as well, are they going to give create a body or an organization that would give their approval on social media to say, you know, the only set of people that can speak about this are people who have qualified from this institution? Is that what they're doing now? Because again, I'm already seeing some loopholes there.
Loopholes.
Because, yes, and you know why? I'm just thinking here, I'm I'm just putting this in like Nigerian perspective, Imagine if, let's say there's a Nigerian body that has come together to say, before we give an influencer the permits to do whatever you have to do, we have to verify that you are good and that. And for some reason, they know that this person always speaks against the body or speaks against the government. Now, the body can just say, you know what, no matter what, this guy will not graduate. We will not give him that certification. And that happens.
That does happen.
That happens.
That is a strong possibility. That is a strong possibility.
You see that thin line you mentioned is where I'm going to focus on.
All right, go ahead.
The reality is, there was a time when so many industries were not certified. Yeah. The reason for it being that they weren't as widespread. You got to a particular point in which you had to either go to school to learn certain things. Even people are learning social media management now. Something so many of us learned on our own. Do you understand?
Yeah.
So when you get to that point of certification, it's a different thing entirely. However, what I see the government doing is they are taking online back offline. In the sense that don't come online to talk about something you are not experienced about offline. Something that when people see you physically, you cannot defend your source of knowledge and stuff. Personally, and I know I've said this a few times, I don't believe so much in certifications because it's not a guarantee. That person that scored first class might not be as intelligent as the person that scored third class. It happens. So I'm not really into certifications. I'm more into what knowledge you have, the practical knowledge. Leave theory aside.
Let me just ask a question.
And see, sorry, one more thing that I've observed is in this kind of situations, the government is trying as much as possible to regulate the information that goes out, right?
Yes.
However, there will also be hoarding of information by the so-called professionals.
Exactly.
So that's why I said I'm focusing on that thin line, because it's a good initiative.
But is it not okay to say that moving on social media, if you're not sure about your facts, clearly state that you are not sure, but this is what you think? Can we not start that campaign to
you see
say,
that word fact has been abused?
Exactly.
Fact means verified, true. There's no way, there's no doubt that what you're saying is actually valid. But people blow it. I'm telling you the facts. Telling you what fact. It's not a fact, or it's your thought.
So, you know, there was this time where we used to say, don't believe everything you see or hear on TV. Now it has turned to don't believe what you see on social media. Now what you see on TV has been so regulated that it has sort of become fact. Especially if you see on the news. If you see it on the news, on a news station, for instance. Now, I want to go into the area of freedom of speech. Because if you say you need to regulate everyone speaking on finance, speaking on medicine, speaking on education or law, that means also speaking against some practices in these areas will now be regulated. So if there are some issues with a particular law that's supposed to be passed, right? But I
think the beautiful thing is...
I'm trying to land here before I lose my train of thought. And there's a certain set of people that say they do not agree with this law being passed. Are they going to be stopped from speaking completely, no matter the certification they have?
It's brand sabotage. It's it's sabotage against the country. People see, the thing is, governments, the moment they come to regulate anything, there's always abuse. However, the abuse is usually far lesser than the benefits. Let's be realistic. Because I don't want to come online and be told by somebody who doesn't know jack about BBL how to go about it. Do you understand?
Okay.
Meanwhile,
the
person that is the expert is telling me, but you are telling the expert, you that you don't know much, that is not how it is done. And I see it a lot. You see an expert on a subject educating people in the comment section, the so-called influencers. No, what do you know about this? And then when you ask them, they'll say my cousins, sisters, brothers, and wives is the source of the information.
But again, I know this can sound like I'm being contradictory here, but I mean, we would all agree that there are some herbal doctors that will give you certain leaves that will assure you of certain treatments that even the amount of medications you take in the hospital will not fix.
You
know that.
So these people are herbal medicine.
They're
not certified.
They are certified though.
So yes,
not all of them.
Not all of them. Not all of them.
I wanted to mention that there's herbal certification.
Yes.
And generally, I wanted to, like you said, look, every other thing, if you're living in a society that is not based on anarchy as is the jungle, there's regulation everywhere. Regulation is just basically, let's ensure that people stay in line, and that is what law is all about. Law is regulation. So there has to be. So we're saying that I don't think it's upward. It's all about how it is going to be administered. That, like you mentioned, that it is bereft of abuse. Let's not. And of course, some people would abuse it. Somebody who's head of the agency, I know somebody that would happen. But we're saying that, like you said, a lot of people have been led astray. Why? Because people talking don't know anything. Look at the fitness industry, for example. People have died. People take steroids and come out and say, you can get this naturally. Look at the food industry. Look at the food industry. So, for instance, now, you have her now. She's from a culinary school. Red Dish Chronicles is what we have here, culinary school. If I see her and I see Iya Basira, I'm not saying
no offense to anyone out there.
No offense to anybody. But I'm saying that because she has gone to a school that is certified, that I know Red Dish. I've heard about it, I've seen what they do. My point is that if she says something, there is that measure that can take to the bank that yes, somebody. So that's what we're saying. It's just the issue would now be with implementation.
Yes.
So for you, Chef Bori, what do you think as a chef personally? Let's just start with the chef industry. You went to a culinary school and all of that. Do you think that there are people that don't know what they are talking about foods, and then at the same time people listen to them more, and it's more or less like because they're influencers? Because I went to one house and stayed 90 days and came out, and then let me talk about food and all of that. You think if we have some sort of regulation that way, maybe in the culinary industry, you think it's something that would benefit us?
I think it will benefit us. Yes, if there's some sort of regulation. People will not just come online and just spew rubbish and just feel like because they are influencers they can say whatever they like. I feel like they should.
So I want to jump on that term influencer before we wrap it up, because one of the #1 influencers when it comes to food and being a chef now is Chef Hilda. But I've never, I know she would have a certification, but that wasn't flashed on her page. It's not in a highlight on her page that I'm certified this. It was based on experience and what we saw her do. But do you know how many people are registering for her courses?
I think that's fine.
In the thousands. If you drive past her restaurant,
but on a lighter note, there's a professional chef Amala. But you have Basira's Amala. Will change your life.
I was just about to say that.
Exactly. It will change your mindset.
I'm telling you. We look at certification and say, this is a good face.
More. In fact.
All right, that's it on What's Up and About. Let's know your thoughts on regulation of social media. It's, that discussion has been coming for a very long time. Do you think it's something that would work in Africa? In a communist society like China, maybe because of the way they are, but in Nigeria, you think that can work? Let's know in the comments, all right?
Scary thoughts. Scary thoughts. Let's take a break, guys. We'll be back.
We need to deep mind.
In 3, 2, 1, we are live.
Welcome to E-Splash. I'm on the black carpet, and of course, it's Jubril of Lagos.
Well, that's it on Socialville.
You know, I dare fool.
You already have Destiny Alpha. I know that.
I go shoot out for you.
You know, guys, E-Splash can be the best of entertainment, the best of energy, best of everything you need to get your day going. It's E-Splash every weekday from 12 p.m. to 2 p.m. on TVC Entertainment.
Ya Ashantewa was born on 17th October 1814 Bisiase, present-day Ghana. The daughter of Kwaku Ampoma and Atapo, her brother Afran Epanin became the chief of Edweso, a nearby community. After a childhood without incident, she cultivated crops on the land around Boankra. She entered a polygamous marriage with a man from Kumasi, with whom she had a daughter. She was appointed by her brother, Nana Akwasi Afrane Opese, ruler of Edweso. When her brother died in 1894, Ya Ashantewa used her right as Queen Mother to nominate her own grandson as Ejisuhene when the British exiled her grandson to the Seychelles in 1896. Along with the King of Ashanti Prempeh I and other members of the Ashanti government, Ya Ashantewa became the regent of the Ejisu Juaben district in the Ashanti Empire, now part of modern-day Ghana. After the exile of Prempeh I, the British Governor-General of the Gold Coast, Frederick Hodgson, demanded the Golden Stool, the symbol of the Ashanti nation. There was a disagreement among the members of the Ashanti government at Kumasi.
0801 hours GMT +1 West African time. It's Wake Up Nigeria. That's the time that we have now. Welcome to the second lap of the show. It's been 1 hour of quite interesting stuff. We've had fun. We've had quite interesting discussions. We've also taken a look at the kitchen. We've also had an SME discussion that had to do with tech. We still have a tech discussion, so you don't want to miss that. Just chill, sit back, relax. We are going to take you on a roller coaster ride for the next 45 minutes. My name is Mike Messikeno. You can catch the show live on GOTV channel 16, StarTimes 121, and also the terrestrial band, which will be the ultra high frequency 49. That's the dial we are on. Online at tvcentertainment.tv/live stream, our website. You can also do that on YouTube, TVC Entertainment. That's the handle. Our app is also available for you to download on the Google Play Store and the Apple iOS, so you can watch us anywhere around the world. All you need is just internet connection. Well, Chef Bowie, how is it going on in the kitchen? Don't bother that there are 3 people there. Just focus on my voice. My voice will ensure that you get to the promised land.
Chef Bowie is making something.
How's our potato croquette going?
With atadidi and yeah.
It's looking very well. It's looking very well. I mean, it's a bit playful.
It looks really nice.
Yes,
it's really nice. I should probably move this year so everyone can see the progress made so far.
Okay.
It looks like akara. It's giving akara feel.
It's not akara. It looks like egg roll.
It's more akara than egg roll. It's more akara than egg roll.
But you have to appreciate the fact that it's potato, not flour.
Yes.
That's the magic of potatoes.
Some breadcrumbs.
Yeah. Mike, I know you can't wait to get back here.
You'll be back soon. Don't worry.
Can't wait. Can't wait. All right. I'm the one doing that. Well, we'll get back to that a little bit later. We have a musical performance. Obi of Africa has been here earlier on, but he'll be here one more time. He mixes spirituality with music and makes spirituality fun. We'll have a performance from him a little bit later. We'll probably take a look at what we have. We have our final guest today, Femi Babs, Nigerian comedian, actor, and filmmaker known for his faith-inspired comedy skits and the catchphrase Zwalakti. Celebrate grace. Well, we'll be talking to him a little bit later. We'll probably ask him what exactly he means by that particular phrase. That's the size of what we have left. 45 minutes to go. You don't want to miss a second of it. Stay tuned. It's Wake Up Nigeria.
So it appears the food is ready.
Yes.
From what I can see here, the potato croquettes are all done. Where's the atadidi?
This is it.
This is the atadidi.
Yeah.
Okay, so here's what you're going to do for me. You're going to explain the process of making this. Because if I look at it, I'm thinking it's a mayo ketchup mix. That's how it looks. So how did you achieve this color and consistency?
So
please, I really want to know. I'm very interested.
I fried the normal atadidi that I would usually fry at home. Then I made aioli from scratch.
How did you make it?
So garlic, oil, spices, salt. Yeah, fine.
No, you have to run me through the process. So how do you do it?
The garlic and the oil, you blend, emulsify it together.
The garlic and the oil?
Yeah.
Okay.
Then a little bit of lime.
How much oil are we looking at and how much garlic?
A lot of garlic, actually. And egg yolks.
Okay, garlic, egg yolks, and oil.
Yeah.
Okay, okay.
Then you emulsify.
Okay.
In your food processor, hand blender, or the normal blender.
Okay.
Then you emulsify till it gets thickened.
Okay, so that's it. Did you add any seasoning?
No, just the atadidi. The normal way we make atadidi at home.
Okay.
It's just what you would use. Then you mix everything together.
You still haven't told me what I want to know. So I've done that mixture now.
Yeah.
The egg yolk.
Yeah.
The oil. And the, what was the first thing you mentioned again?
The garlic.
The garlic.
Yeah.
Now, I've blended it together. Do I just put it in the jar?
Yeah, it will give you that thick mayonnaise consistency.
Okay.
Yeah. Then you just mix the atadidi.
Then you mix it inside atadidi.
Yes.
Nah. So now the atadidi is pepper, right, with onions.
Onions.
Okay,
tomatoes.
so how did you make yours?
So I sauteed my onions in hot oil.
Okay.
My atadidi, like the pepper mix.
Okay.
In the pot and just allow it to dry till it gets done. Then season.
Okay. What kind of seasoning did you use?
Seasoning.
As in, did
Salt,
you use spices?
Spices.
Okay. What
Herbs.
spices did you use?
So I basically just used a little bit of coriander, black pepper, salt, Cajun.
Okay.
Just to sweeten it and.
Okay. Okay. And then you now mixed everything together with the
blender.
Okay.
And blender. Just to thicken it up and make sure it doesn't loosen up.
Okay. So that way it now has this consistency. Yeah. Honestly, it's so thick. The ingredients are currently on your screen, by the way, in case you missed anything earlier. It is so thick that you would think it's mayonnaise and ketchup, especially the color. The color is quite deceptive.
If you don't want to go through that long process, you can just get your mayonnaise and just mix it together with your normal.
This looks healthier for me, considering all the ingredients you've talked of. Now, I get the same feel, yet it's a lot healthier as an option. So if you've always wanted to get a dip that is fantastic, yet
and
you
this
are
will go with anything.
And you're avoiding mayo and ketchup, this is actually a verifiable option, one that should do the trick for you as well as you would want. Okay? All right, so you want to plate now?
No, yes.
Okay. Okay. So let's plate. Let's see what it looks like. Aha. Let's see. So one thing I love about food is the magic you can make with almost any ingredients. And the thing is, food is something that is very flexible. You can do your food anyhow. I do not believe that there's any such thing as a bad dish unless it's salty or burned. In most cases, what you're doing is you're creating something new, and it might not necessarily be new. Someone may have tried it a long time ago, and because you haven't come across it, you think, oh, it's new, I just discovered this. It might be actually something that exists in another culture. You never can tell. And something about this dish is it's crunchy. That's something about the potatoes. Very crunchy. And this serves as a dip. So it's like having yam fries with dip or having your plantain with dip. And then you still have that extra crunchy taste because of the breadcrumbs in it. And remember, there's cheese as well. There's cheese, right?
Yes, there's cheese.
So the croquettes, of course, you cannot do croquettes without having cheese in it. So we have...
No, you can.
You can actually do it.
Yes.
Well, that's interesting. Almost every croquette I've come across, there's always that cheesiness because they have to, when you pull it, you see the cheese in it.
Some people
Are there
don't
other
like
ways
cheese.
to achieve it?
So you can just stuff it with whatever you like if you don't like cheese.
Oh, wow. This is actually a first for me because most croquettes I've tasted usually have that dry, cheesy look and taste.
Yeah.
So if I don't like cheese, I can actually have croquettes still.
Yes.
No, not the one that I'm making at home. I'm talking of I can go to a restaurant and say, can I have croquettes without cheese?
It depends.
Because I don't think I've ever had any of such in a restaurant. Okay. So if you know that you're not into cheese, you might want to ask at the restaurant if their croquettes are without cheese. All right, so let's see. Could you bring it here? Yes, so the plating has begun. Take a look at that. So you could learn something. Oh, nice. Right on top of it. Interesting. Interesting. You are frying the carrots?
Yeah, because I want to make a nest with it.
You want to make a what?
Nest.
A nest.
I just want it crunchy.
Okay. You just want it to be extra crunchy, eh? So not to, just for about, this is, if I'm to calculate this is less than 10 seconds.
Yeah.
So if you want to recreate this at home, don't let the carrots stay in for too long, just about 10 seconds, take it out and create the nest. I'm glad you got to see this. Aha, that's about it. Looks like pasta. Wow, you cut it so thinly.
Yeah, I had to julienne it.
Okay, so are you letting it fry for longer? Is that why it's still in the oil? Okay. Okay, so we'll create our nest and continue everything. At the end of the show, you will see what the end result is like. At this point, however, we have to take a break. You're watching Wake Up Nigeria. Stay with us, we'll be right back.
Natural sun-ripened yellow corn. Individually whole-flaked to preserve its natural goodness. That's what makes Nasco cornflakes truly whole-flaked. Enjoy the tasty, crunchy, and nutritious Nasco cornflakes.
That sounds great. And we'll make sure we do another live when that happens. How about that?
Progress doesn't always start big. Sometimes it starts with believing.
Did you miss me?
And showing up for the life you're building. Making quiet moves.
Baby, I love you pieces.
Did you enjoy your meal?
Fantastic.
Progress marks your small and your big wins.
Good news, we've got the loan.
Money points?
Yes, Money Point.
Abuja, here we come.
But progress looks different for everyone, and MoneyPoint is here to walk it with you.
Hey, Victor Osimhen, and you use MoneyPoint as well?
Of course I use MoneyPoint.
Now you're unstoppable.
MoneyPoint, made for your progress.
In the beating heart of Owerri, business never sleeps. From sunrise to sundown, the wheels keep turning. And behind the scenes, vision meets action. Governor Hope Uzodimma's leadership has turned manifestos into reality, transformations that feels like a miracle. But progress needs peace, and in Imo, it's not left to chance. From land to sky to river deep, guardians are watching, protecting dreams and opportunity. At Orashi's quiet shore, hydropower is rising, set to energize a growing economy. The change is visible. New roads emerge, industry hums, communities come alive. At the center, a digital revolution. 500,000 young minds trained each year to build the future. As Orashi rises, so does Imo and the hopes of a hard-working people. A new Imo is on the rise.
Thank you for staying with us. We have quite an interesting conversation we'll kick off this morning. We have our guest, Engineer Kenneth Nwabweze, MFR, a visionary technologist and entrepreneur whose career bridges innovation across continent. He was born in Nigeria and educated in the United States. He spent over 2 decades shaping technology policy and solutions, including serving as special advisor on science and technology to former U.S. President George W. Bush and to the United Nations under Kofi Annan. He has been recognized amongst the 50 most influential blacks in technology by the NAACP. He's led multiple ventures globally and currently chairs the eKenneth Group. It is great to have you. You are welcome.
Pleasure to
That's
be
a very
here.
abridged version. Because if we went on, we'd spend all the time that we have here. But it is great to have you, someone like this, a great global technological mind. We're talking digital security and everything connected.
Correct.
We live in a world now that is basically digital.
Correct.
And as we were mentioning, everything is connected. What does that mean in the world, past just the use of our smartphones? What do we mean by everything connected?
Great. First of all, good morning, Nigerians. It's a great day to be here in this studio. Beautiful studio. I love it. You guys are doing a wonderful job.
Thank you very much.
Everything connected. Everyone and everything connected means going beyond just voice and data. Looking at a digitally connected world, looking at safety, security of that. We've got to build a trustworthy system. So when we look at everything connected, we're not just talking about voice and data, which our past or current MNOs focus on. We're coming in and saying these systems needs to be trusted. Technology is an enabler. It makes everything easier. When we look at what's going on around the world, we look at AI, we look at all those things. It's about building a trusted system and connecting everything. When everything is connected, both on the urban and rural level for individuals, and then systems from vehicles to homes, smart homes and all that, and they're all connected, it makes life easier to live, and it makes the system work more perfectly than
Wonderful. Now, with such an exposure, there's the issue of cybersecurity.
Yes.
There's the issue of those frameworks. How there's that growing need for you to ensure that everything is quite secure, so that to guard against threats, as it were, which would always come.
Yes.
How is that achievable in such a framework?
So, it's an ecosystem. People always come to me and they ask me, am I secured? Is the government watching me? Is this going on or that going on? It's an ecosystem that starts with government making the rules, providing a guardrails so that nobody falls outside guardrails. Companies that are building those applications needs to take privacy into consideration. So driven by privacy should be their motto. Everything they do should start with the individual. How is this individual protected using our system? And the last part of that ecosystem is going to be the individual. We talk about hygiene. So you got to have online hygiene as well.
I like that.
You got to know what you click on. People see everything they click on it. The truth of the matter is As long as there is God and there is devil, there will always be good humans and bad humans. There's always somebody trying to get your data. And it is up to you to make sure you're protected. So again, it's an ecosystem involving the three key areas. Government making rules and regulation and enforcing it. They're providing the guardrails. They're saying, don't go outside these guardrails, you'll be safe. The companies that are building this thing has to take the responsibility of privacy first to make sure that your application or your system protects the very consumer that you're trying to give this application to. But lastly, the consumer itself, the individual, you and I, we have to have proper online hygiene, proper online etiquette. We have to know what we click on. You just don't click. Somebody sends you an email, oh, you've won $5 million. Don't click on it. They say there's no free lunch in America. There's also no free lunch in Nigeria. Just don't click on the thing.
Talking about America and Nigeria, as a continent, Africa, we're still growing when it comes to digital acceptance and all of that. What sort of challenges? What are the challenges and what are the opportunities that are available to Africa in such an era where we are still trying to catch up with the rest of the world, the Western world, as it were?
Well, it's always a great opportunity to build from scratch. Africa is starting from scratch. We're just getting into building our cloud system, building our data centers. So it presents us an opportunity to actually do it right, to leapfrog and then learn from the errors that some of those systems have done. When I look at it this way, it's almost like you didn't have anything and then they gave you a blueprint. That blueprint has to take into consideration the errors that had made in the past. So for Africa, it's a dawn of a new day, and we have the young population that can build that. So for us, we have to look at leapfrogging the technology. We have to look at how do we move ahead. We're already behind the 8 ball. So how do we move ahead? And the way to move ahead is our young population. So if we can get into sitting down and said, this is how we want Africa connected. Because Europe is connected. America is connected. In America is how many states that make up United States of America. Europe, when we talk about Europe, there are tiny little countries that make up Europe. The same thing. Africa are tiny little countries, well, with the exception of few like Nigeria and all that. But we've got to be a united Africa, and we have to be able to have a policy in place. And that requires our leaders. If we elect the right leaders and they can appoint the right people, they would know that a connected Africa is the only way forward, sharing information.
Talking about that connection now, you mentioned government. That brings me to my next question. Who takes the responsibility when it comes to securing and security as a whole in such an interconnected environment? Because everything from banking to healthcare to business, everywhere is interconnected. So who bears responsibility? The government, the individual, the institution, or is it something that all of them will do it together? How does that work?
All of us. All of us are responsible, need to take the responsibility of it. I said in the beginning, it's an ecosystem. There's a tendency in this country to always blame government.
Yeah, very true.
Government doesn't have to be blamed for everything because we are the government. We are the people that are electing those people. We are the ones that are supposed to say when they're doing the wrong thing. So let's look at it this way. It's an ecosystem. Government job is to make regulations and enforce it. And that's what I talk about, the guardrails. Think of crossing a pedestrian bridge. There's guardrails. You can't go this way or that way. You continue. That is the job of the government. The companies that are building this technology needs to take a greater responsibility in what I said, privacy first. Whatever you're doing, you're building your fintech. You're building an app to transfer money. Well, let's talk about those fintechs have made our life easier.
They have, you know.
But they need to make sure from day one that their system is privacy first. How do they get that data? Then second, lastly, what I talked about, the individual. So who takes responsibility? We all have to take responsibility. There's division of labor in terms of these areas. Government makes the right rules. Companies build the right technologies. The individuals use it the right
Wonderful.
way.
You just mentioned fintech. That's the one place I want to go to. And more people will say that with fintech in Africa, especially Nigeria, we are ahead in some ways than the Western world. That's what some people don't understand because the way it's easy to transfer between one institution and another, it's not that easy. It's not that way in the Western world. How is it that we moved that forward, that in that particular regard when it comes to fintech?
So it's what I said before. Africa has a greater opportunity to use digital world to improve our lives. When you go to United States or Europe, you don't see the fintechs making as much wave as they've made in Africa.
In Africa.
And here in Nigeria in particular, you can open a bank account within minutes,
yes,
hours.
yes.
Once you have your BVN and NIN, you can
yes.
open that. You can't do that in the US. And it's not because they don't want to. It's because their system has been in place for a long time. And changing that system takes forever. It's going to take billions of dollars. And no bank is ready to do that. So what they're trying to figure out, how do I layer a new technology over an old technology? Basically, how do I pour a fresh palm wine on top of an old palm wine? But here in Africa, we didn't have the keg for the palm wine initially. So we're building from ground up. And that's what our fintech have done. The rules and regulations are there, but the old systems are not there. And when you think about it, you had older generation banks, you know, our First Bank, Zenith Bank, and all that came along. But here comes the fintechs, the OPays, the Money Point, and all that built from scratch.
Yeah.
So they were able to leapfrog technology. It's the same thing we're even trying to do in the telecom world. The MNOs, to get a SIM card, it takes long.
Yeah.
For us, someone like Vital now is trying to make it that to get a SIM card, 5 minutes.
You get a SIM card?
Yeah, we just, you know, NIMSI has done a great job with facial recognition, facial identity. We just snap your liveliness picture. It goes to NIMSI, confirms
verification.
80%. This is Olumide that you're talking to. Fine.
True.
I give you a SIM card. So we are building from scratch to also leapfrog some of the challenges we have.
Now, we are talking a lot about Africa now. What is more important in such a world? Speed of adoption or sovereignty over data, as it were, with all these things that are happening almost at the same time. Which should take prominence?
There has to be a balance. First, speed. We need to adopt as fast as we can because technology waits for no one. Time waits for no one. We need to be as nimble, as flexible, as fast as we can in adoption. But on the other hand, we have to think about our sovereignty. So there has to be a middle ground, right? We looked at, when we met with NCC on the creation of the MVNO, we said, look, you can build a network in 1 hour by using cloud systems, but you're gonna export Nigerian information outside Nigerian shores, and you're losing that sovereignty. So is there a way where we can keep the personal identity information of the individual within Nigeria, but the non-personal information that needs to interact with core network can then go outside Nigeria and be able to provide that service.
Wonderful.
And that's what they did.
Wonderful. We have a very short time. Finally, very fast, what's the future like to you? This interconnected Africa, what do we need to do to get there? What do you see next 10, 5, 10, 20 years? What do you see? What is it to you?
I can tell you this. The future is great. When I look forward 10 years, 5 years, 20 years from now, I am actually optimistic that our young, talented Nigerians are going to define Africa and technology, and not technology and Africa. They are going to drive the way. We just need to continue to invest in our young people. We have to build these things in-house. Again, I use Vital Wireless as an example.
Yeah.
Our workforce is about 80% young people, less than 35 years old. We've built most of our CRM system, most of our online billing system in Nigeria. And the reason why we do that is to provide a job and then be able to adapt to changes, because things are going to change fast in technology.
Wonderful.
So I see a wonderful, beautiful outlook for Africa and technology.
Engineer Kenneth, this has been quite the discussion. More grease to your elbows. Keep on doing what you're doing. Having people like you coming back here, in spite of your extensive experience outside in the Western world, but to give back to the country is something that gladdens our hearts. It's been a pleasure.
Thank you so much. It's been a pleasure.
Same here. All right,
I'm glad you're young.
All right, we'll take a time and I'll stay with us. Our final guest is coming right up after this.
Entertainment to me means fun and knowledge. Being a singer, when you sing a song or a theater art or a visual art, you are actually telling a story. You can do a drama that inspired people and tell them a story and give them some kind of inspiration and knowledge. Yeah, to me, basically, entertainment means fun and knowledge.
In 3, 2, 1, we are live.
Welcome to E-Splash. I'm on the black carpet, and of course, it's Jibril of Lagos.
Well, that's it on Socialville.
When I say, I dare you.
Hey, you already have Destiny Alpha. I know that. I go shoot out for you.
You already know, guys. E-Splash can be the best of entertainment, the best of energy, best of everything you need to get your day going. It's E-Splash every weekday from 12 p.m. to 2 p.m. on TVC Entertainment.
Now hope
they carry us.
Even when wahala they choke, we stand gidigba. Hope they waka with us for downfall.
They gist with us for buka.
No matter the gbege, our spirit no fit scatter. Hope now that pikin where they read ABCD and still get ogbonge dream for hearts.
Hope now the mama where they fry akara, we see the reason say
tomorrow go soft for her. Naija, your freedom na promise. Say hope go always come, no matter wetin happen.
Things that every romantic relationship that must work must have. My single Pringle Ministries, Divine Daters International. Oh, your fellowship has started. Enter church. If your relationship does not have these three things, you are not dating, you are in community service. Number one, trust. The lack of trust can convert ordinary good morning text to evidence of adultery. Why is she texting me good morning, babe, by 6 o'clock? Okay, she doesn't want me to call her back. She's cheating. I don't catch her. Number two is what I call shared goals. In Amos chapter 3 verse 3, the Bible says, can two walk together except they be agreed? It's not possible. If your dream is Canada, and their dream is to become chairman of Omonile in Ijebu-Ijesha, that is not alignment, that's confusion. One person cannot be praying jackpot prayers, another person is praying for chieftaincy title. Last. It's not gonna work. Number three is what I call romance. I love romance. Even inside Bible that contains the word of God, there is Songs of Solomon. What's your problem? Be romantic. When they say, before you go to bed, tell your lover sweet things, what you say is, the angels of God cover you now. We know the angels will cover us. Tell us sweet things. Can't you drop lines? Can't you say things like, babe, if you were an exam, I will pass you without expo.
Yes, hopefully you're giggling as much as we are here in the studio. Femi Babs, a Nigerian actor, comedian, content creator, and filmmaker. He's known for his energetic and faith-inspired comedy skits. Now, he rose to prominence through his humorous pastor character. And I'm going to let Edgar take it from here because I'm just like, okay, you're also in the same space.
Yeah, he has a catchphrase. I'm sure you guys know. He's going to do it for us. He has a catchphrase where he does, Zelukta. Something like, it's something like
No.
Do it.
Zwalakate.
Zwalakate.
Celebrate grace.
Oh, Zwalakate.
Really?
Yeah, something like that.
Oh, wow. So where did that start from? Let's start from there.
I think Zwalakate is a mistake that became a miracle.
Wow.
Right.
Yeah, because it was never scripted. It was never written. You know, I had finished shooting, like I'd been making content, and that particular day I had shot the contents that were scripted. There were about 3 of them.
Okay.
You know, I was done shooting the 3 of them, and then we had a little bit of daylight. So I felt like we should do something. I just felt, so I told my my people with me, and I said, Valentine is like in 2 weeks. Let's do something. Just film me, let me see anything. You know, so I said something about, if to all the ladies I've been sending DMs that don't want to respond, if I send you DM again and you don't respond, you will lose your beauty. So it was like a prophet. Imagine a prophet on suit and slippers warning all the ladies he has been approaching that are not accepting, you know. So that was when I said Zwalakate. So in the comment section, a lot of people started commenting, Zwalakate. You must reply my DM, Zwalakate. So I picked it from the comment section, actually.
All right. I want to talk about branding. Personal branding here. I was just looking at the comedy skits we just watched, and I understand that it was very particular for you when it comes to branding. I think ever since 2021, they're about 2020. You have these 2012.
Yeah.
No, I'm talking about the branding, what he wears. I'm talking about the suits. You always have these big suits. Then you have this funny looking tie, and then you're always on slippers, and then you're staggering in your video. I'm just wondering, was this part of the brand from the very beginning? Were you deliberate that this is what I want to look like when I speak in my videos?
Sincerely, I wasn't deliberate about it. You know, I actually bought the suit. Some people call it coat. Some call it kosuble.
Yes, it depends on the size.
Yes, it depends on the size, exactly. You know, I was intentional about buying an oversized coat. Okay. You know, because of my background, I studied at Covenant University, and then I studied at Benson Idahosa University.
All right.
You know, so in BIU, Benson Idahosa, my hostel was close to the hostel of people in School of Theology, All Nations. You know, so some of them were very, very funny to me, you know, and some of them really wore this big suit, and I felt like, okay, you know what?
Wow.
I think I can dress like these people, you know. But the slippers that followed and the Bible that followed, I've said the story like 1,000 times, were all mistakes, you know, because I actually was to go and shoot the very first time. I was to go and shoot, and then I didn't find my Bible. Wow. You know, and time was going. I didn't find my Bible, so I just entered my mom's room and I picked her old Bible.
Wow.
And then I got on set before they told me, you didn't bring your shoe. So I said, everything can go, it's comedy. You know, so those things were not planned, and then people just fell in love with it. So I still call them mistakes that became miracles.
Honestly, I think it is really interesting that it's come a long way since you started with the branding, you know, the look. There's also a particular location that is prevalent, an uncompleted building.
That's recent.
Yeah, okay, well that's
recent.
Prevalent now.
That's recent.
I'm looking at it as trying to connect with a particular audience. Did you have a plan for the audience you were trying to connect with?
As regarding the uncompleted building, I won't lie to you. It's noise.
Okay.
Do you understand? My kind of content, I'm more expressive when I do them outdoors. You know, but then outdoors is a lot of wind, air, and I don't like to, because of the kind of costume I'm on, the body mics don't really help. Okay. You know, so walking through my whole estate and then looking for a quiet place to shoot, that was how I shot in different places, and the wind was not helping until I found the uncompleted building.
Yes.
So it's not like the deliberate
mistakes that became miracles.
Exactly.
Yeah, another mistake that became a miracle. Yes, talk us through your different characters. So I know that if you go on when I watch your Instagram content, I see different characters, I see different parts of you. As a matter of fact, I saw somewhere that you're a pastor in a church, an actual church, not a comedy sketch, but actually you're a pastor.
But that's not a character.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So just talk us through the different characters you have, your comedy sketches, and then also the other things that you do outside comedy.
Okay, so personally, I have a perspective to life that every man is supposed to die empty.
Ooh, okay.
You know, I think I observed quite early that there was this eccentricity to my persona, right? Apart from the fact that I realized, okay, I am talented in theater, you know, I delved into different characters. You know, what really sold for me was the pastor character, you know, and if you, what you do to get is what you do to keep. So if it's working, why change it?
Okay.
You know, so basically, I've had the professor character, I've had the American returnee character, I've had the Agbero, Wari Agbero, Delta South kind of Agbero character. So I've tried all these things on social media since 2017, you know, but the pastor character was the one that sold, you know, so, and then sometimes when I try to delve into other characters, my audience doesn't always accept it, and you know, most times in business, customer is right, you know, so the audience doesn't always accept it, but when I incorporate these characters into my pastor character, so that's why you see that when Zoala Kate started originally, it was to address falsehood in ministry. That was why it was created. But now there's Zoala Kate, the motivational speaker. There's Zoala Kate, the love doctor. You know, there's Zoala, and more are actually coming. You know, so I just weave in the other characters into this particular character.
I feel like it's the motivational character and the love doctor that I'm most, you know, prevalent with.
Okay.
And I was wondering if you were going to come with the book today, and we didn't see the book. And I was like, okay, at least can you advise us here on set in character? Can you?
Okay.
Can you? Okay. You need a book.
Ready.
You need a book. Okay.
I should stand up and advise you.
No, you can sit.
You can sit and give us advice.
Okay, give me a topic. Give me a topic to advise you on. Wake up.
Okay. What?
Wake up, Nigeria.
Okay. Yes. What do you think? Wake up, Nigeria. That's the name of the show.
Okay, let's try something.
Okay, what do you want to do?
Wake up, Nigeria. Zoala Kate, celebrate grace. Nigerians, carry waka, na better pass carry sit down. There is difference between awake and arise. After you wake up, you must rise up. Because if you sleep too much, you become sleepers.
Clock it.
That was the first time.
That was freestyle. That was amazing. But you saw how we responded. I feel like everybody watching on your page is probably saying, as
I feel like maybe I should add a live audience to some of my niches because it gave me the energy.
But where do you go from here? I know that you've also done movies. You have a YouTube channel that's doing very well. And you were in a movie about 2 years ago with even Peter Doce.
It was my production, like Father Like Son, Peter Doce and Nkemowo.
Okay.
It was like a dream come true because those are the people that inspired, you know, these are the people that taught me how to harness the potent ability of theater when it comes to making transgenerational impact, you know. So it was like a major shift in my career when I was able to feature Peter Doce and Nkemowo in a movie, you know. So talking about moving on from here, well, I'm of the opinion that when the limelight or the spotlight shines on a wrong person, a generation can be misled. You know, so I feel stardom is for a purpose. And if you're not intentional, it will only make you a more influential pervert, for lack of a better word, you know? Yeah, so moving on from here is to expand my frontiers, expand my fan base, and inspire the world through laughter.
All right, inspire the world through laughter. And the truth is, at those skits I saw, definitely people are laughing. And they're also connecting with these characters. And we'll be looking out for new characters that you bring along the way.
All right, I just have a final question. All right, now, you talked about the different characters that we should probably expect with, you know, the pastor character, and then you said new characters will probably even come in. Just give us something new. Tell us something that you've not said out there. One of the new characters that we should expect in the nearest future that, you know, we want to just have that privilege.
A sneak peek.
Yeah, a sneak peek.
Exclusive.
Tell us one new thing that is coming with the character.
I didn't really, okay, maybe.
Because we have the love doctor, we have the
we have the motivational speaker, we have the guy that rants, we have the love doctor. You know, maybe it will be me reinventing something I've done before.
Okay.
Like bringing in the Ajino Boy.
Oh, okay.
Okay, Ajino Boy is a movie I produced in 2019 with Uncle Charles Inoje.
All right.
You know, so maybe it will be me reinventing that Ajino Boy, returning back from America into that might be beautiful.
Okay. We're definitely looking forward to it. Trust me, we are. And yeah, we know our audience is also looking forward to seeing what our chef's final dish looks like. Edgar was in the kitchen earlier on with the chef. Mary is standing by there with Mike, and we are going to take a stroll to the kitchen. Will you join us for a bite?
Definitely.
All right.
Even Elijah ate.
Let's go. Let's go, guys. Let's go.
Songs of Solomon. What's your problem? Be romantic. When they say, before you go to bed, tell your lover sweet things, what you say is, the angels of God cover you now. We know the angels will cover us. Tell us sweet things. Can't you drop lines? Can't you say things like, babe, if you were an exam, I will pass you without expo. Even though it's nonsense, it's sweet nonsense. My cameraman is laughing. He like nonsense. And he's single to stupor. God will help him. Now put your hands in your chest. Say, my father, give me the bone of my bone, not biscuit bone. Give me the flesh of my flesh, not the thorn in my flesh. Say, I will marry right. Say, I shall laugh at the lane. Celebrate grace. Our destiny is different, oh. Don't let who you not work for discourage you. Apply for that document. Who they not give before, it not concern you. Plan your wedding. Divorce rate in Africa and America, it not concern you. Start your business and entrepreneurship. Who in market not
Get married. If you get divorced, it's still a lesson. Okay.
All right, let's try it out, Chef.
Today we made cheesy potato croquettes with atadidi ayoli.
Atadidi.
All right, try it out.
So, is it Nigerian cheesy potato or is it
well, the pepper,
Spanish
the
and
atadidi,
Yoruba?
So the pepper
Nigerian.
is what made it a fusion of Nigerian.
Yes.
Okay, but originally, without the pepper, it's Spanish.
Croquet.
Yeah, we'll let you try it out and just tell us what you think.
Yeah.
All right, yes.
Please have a taste. Are you afraid? Don't be afraid.
You like
please.
it? It's creamy in the inside.
So, what else? What other ingredients are in there? So he's aware.
It's just basically breadcrumbs, flour, potato, butter.
Many vacations.